And to make this top, I will be using this Drops Air yarn in weight Aran, then 5mm hook, scissors, needle, and stitch marker. And this is made to measure top, so you will be able to do it in your own size. Now to start off, I will put up on the screen different sizes and how much you should be chaining for your chosen size, and I will chain 13 in total. So I'm just making my slip knot and chain 13. So that's my chain done. And once you've got your chain, skip the very first one, go into the second one and make single crochets in all chains. To do single crochet, you go in, yarn over, come back, yarn over, and pull through 2. Repeat this in all of the chains. And I'm nearly at the end. This is my last chain, in which you will be placing 3 single crochets. So go ahead and make 1, 2, and 3. Grab your stitch marker and mark the middle of those 3. So this second you made, and turn your chain upside down. We will be making stitches in here as well. So skip this one that you just did your 3 single crochets and go into the second one and make 1 single crochet in each. And that's the end of the first round. And it doesn't matter how many chains you've got, the pattern is still the same. You basically move up, make 3 single crochets in the last one and go back. Once you've finished your first round, chain 1, turn your work, and do 1 single crochet in each until you come to the stitch marker. Once you are in the middle of here, take out that stitch marker and place 3 single crochets in that 1 stitch. Don't forget to mark the middle of it. Again, it's the second single crochet that you made, and finish off by doing single crochets in all till the end. And that's the end of second round. Then chain 1, turn your work, and this is what you will repeat. So you will make single crochets up until the stitch marker. In the single crochet where you have your stitch marker in, you will make 3 single crochets and then finish off by making single crochets in all. So just to show you one more time, go in all stitches and make single crochets until you reach stitch marker. When you come to stitch marker, take it out, do 3 single crochets in that 1 stitch, mark the middle of it, and finish off by doing single crochets in all remaining single crochets. At the end, chain 1, turn your work, and this is what you will repeat until your cup becomes big enough. But bear in mind, you will be placing an extra row on top of that to make the tie around your neck. So basically continue making these rounds, but bear in mind that we will be adding an extra one. So I'm gonna do mine and I will meet you then. And I did 10 rounds in total. This is now big enough, but I will add an extra row because I will be building on a strap. So once you are at this stage, no matter how many rows you made, either more or less depending on your size, when you're ready to do your strap, again, make single crochets until you reach your stitch marker. And once you are there, take the stitch marker out, make a single crochet, And now you will need to do a chain, which is 120 for me, but this length has to basically go around your neck and tie into the back of your top. I will leave a picture here to show what I mean, but I will be doing 120 chains. And I now got 120 chains. This is how it looks. It is pretty long, but once you're done, chain an extra one because this is a turning chain, and starting into the second one, go in and make single crochets in all of the chains that you just made, which will be 120 single crochets for me, but again, this can be any length that you need to. So I'm just gonna make those 120 single crochets, and I will meet you when I reach my cup. And I'm now at my cup, so I finished those single crochets into a chain. Now once you reach the top of your cup, into that same stitch where you had your single crochet before you did a chain, make another single crochet into that same top middle single crochet, and then just finish off doing single crochets across the edge. At the end, chain one, cut your yarn and pull it through. This is how it will look. And together with the strap, I have 11 rounds done for my cup, but again, this doesn't matter. You can make as many as you need, but once one of them is done, you will need to go ahead and make your second one, but don't finish off and leave your hook into this last stitch. So I'm gonna do that and I will meet you then. And once you've got your cup done, you will need to chain amount of length you want to go to the back part, and this is going to be 12 for me, so I'm going to chain 12. And this is how it will look lengthwise on my back. Once you've got your length done, you want to chain additional 4. So that's 4, and count 5 and go into that 5th chain from your hook to do a single crochet like so, and you just have created a loop for this strand to go in. So make sure that it does fit through this hole. Mine does. That's why I'm gonna continue with single crochets until I reach the cup. And again, this is 12 single crochets for me. So that's 12 single crochets done. Now for each row, I will be placing 1 single crochet in each, and I have 11 rows in total, so twice that, it's gonna be 22. So 22 single crochets across the bottom of my cup. Don't worry if it's less or more, you just need to space them out as even as you can. And make sure that when you go to do the second cup, you do the same exact thing with the same amount of stitches. Once that's done, grab your second cup, having it right side up. So when you have your tail on the left, it is right side up. So this is how it's gonna go. I'm having my tail on this side while I join it, and if you need a stitches in between those cups to create that spacing, you can do foundation single crochets. I'm only going to do 1, but if you need more, you can do more. Let me show you how you do this. You go with your hook into the loop of your last single crochet like this, pull up a loop, you will have 2, pull up a loop through 1 and pull through 2. So I only need 1, but just to show you again how you do this, you go into this loop that you just created by doing a yarn over through 1 loop only. So go back into that, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, and repeat as many times as you need. I'm just gonna go back to the one I made because I don't need much space in between. And now with that, I'm gonna make 22 single crochets across my second cup. So I'm going straight into this cup with single crochet, and I'm going to have my tail above my hook when I do my stitches so that I hide this tail in. Now once you're done placing stitches on the second cup, you will need to do the same amount of stitches you did for this back side. So it's 12 single crochets for me. That means I will need to do 12 foundation single crochets, and again you go back into the last single crochet like this, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, and you create that chain looking thing here by doing yarn over, pull through 1 at first, which is also called extended single crochet. So I'm going to do this 12 times. Again, you go back into the loop of your last single crochet, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, like so. And there are probably more clear tutorials because this is a fuzzy yarn, so it might be hard to see. I will leave a link down in the description if you want to go and watch that. But yeah, basically make the same amount of stitches as you have on the other cup. And this is 12 for me. Now I need to chain 4 to create that loop again, and turn your work, go into the first single crochet from this end and do a slip stitch to attach this chain, which turns into this circle. Now once that's done, we will be working on the ruffle part. In each stitch you will need to do 2 double crochets in each up until the other end here. To start, you want to chain 3. This doesn't count as a stitch, meaning you have to start with 2 double crochets in that same stitch, like so, and the same in all these stitches. So 2 double crochets in each. So I'm just going to finish mine and I will meet you at the end. And once you do finish doing 2 double crochets in each, this is how it will look. And this is where I have finished. So my last 2 double crochets went into single crochet and I have this hole. So I'm just going to leave it like this. Then chain 3 to begin the next round. Turn your work, and now in each of those double crochets you will be placing 1 double crochet. So chain 3 doesn't count. Go in and make the first double crochet in the very first stitch and continue doing double crochets in all. You're not going to make any increases or 2 double crochets as the first round of double crochets already created the ruffle. So from now on you are only going to do 1 double crochet in each. So let me finish this row and I will meet you at the end. At the end of your row, chain 3, turn and do as many rows as you want of just doing those double crochets until your top is long enough for you. This is how those 2 rows looks like. As you can see, it does start to curl, so that's your ruffle. But yeah, you now will be doing those double crochets in all stitches until the top becomes long enough. I'm gonna do mine and I will meet you at the end. Once you're done with your rows, at the end, chain 1, cut your yarn, leaving a bit of a tail, pull it through, and I did 9 rounds of double crochets, including the one with increases. But once you're done with whatever length you chose to do, you will need to hide all the tails. So grab your needle, feed that through, and on your wrong side of the work, go under the stitches like so. So I'm going back one way, then back the other way, just to make sure that tail doesn't come out. And I will repeat this a few times. Once you're done, cut it off. And the only thing that's left to do is to feed those straps through the holes. So lay your work flat, grab both of these tails, make an X, so basically feed the opposite one through, and this is the chain 4 we did, so I'm just gonna push it in. Like so. I'll do the same with my other one. And you can then tie a bow. Like this. And this is it. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, don't forget to hit subscribe, like this video, and I'll see you in my next one.